all started with the desire to review only the very best in sauces and spicy foods. We brought you TastingTheHeat.com. Then Tasting the Heat took another step forward as we brought you the very first spicy food talk show on Facebook, where gourmet sauce makers could interact with the audience and tell their story on Tasting the Heat Live. And now we're very excited as we turn another chapter to bring you BuyingTheHeat.com. Selected 4-packs from gourmet and award-winning sauce makers are available in limited quantities. These 4-packs are brought to you for only $33.95 and $1 shipping. This is a chance to try many different, amazing gourmet and award-winning hot sauces at an extremely low price. The next time you're looking to buy the very best in sauces and spicy foods, remember, BuyingTheHeat.com. All spicy food vendors, the 2017 Tasting the Heat Inferno Fest is less than 60 days away. Rain or shine, because it's all indoors. Held at the historical Packard Proving Grounds in Shelby Township, Michigan. This year's event will be bigger and spicier, so reserve your spot now before all places are gone. There's not another show like this within 300 miles. Call 888-504-8103 for more information or to reserve your spot for this year's 2017 Tasting the Heat Inferno Fest. All right, it's 8 o'clock. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I really appreciate this. This is what makes this show possible, all of you joining in on us and having a great time. You can interact with all the guests and ask questions, win prizes, and be part of the Spicy family. And if it wasn't for you out there, none of this would be possible. And just thank you very much for joining us. I couldn't wait for this evening because I met Val several times at different shows. A great person, and it's all for the king of barbecue tonight. So we're going to join in with him. So let's get him on. And I hope everybody's having a good time. If you haven't had a chance, go to the new TastingTheHeat.com page. If you like what we're doing here, there is a donation page to help us get to the next level at the top of each page. If you can donate, that'd be great. If not, just enjoy what we're doing and share it with everybody, because we want to take the Tasting the Heat Live to the next level to give you bigger and better graphics and program for you, because the guests, I couldn't thank the guests enough. We have such great guests here, and I just want to continue to bring them on. So without any further ado, let's get to the king of barbecue. There he is. Hey, Val, how you doing?
Aloha, Kendall. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. We've got a lot of people watching right now. We got the king of barbecue. You look awesome, my man.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Perfect. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, as a matter of fact. Another wonderful Sunday. We actually have a tomahawk ribeye on the smoker right now, doing its thing while we're doing this interview right now.
Well, the tomahawks, now that's one of the big ones, isn't it?
It's a big one. It's a big one.
Oh, man, I wish that was nearby, because I would help you devour that one, man. Now, you know a lot about barbecuing because you are the king of barbecue.
Yes, so I guess I can kind of go over, make a short story long, or at least give you my history.
Okay, yeah, tell us about it.
Okay, well, I actually got started in the barbecue and fireplace industry back in 1995 at a little store called Dick's Gas Grills and Lights. So I just didn't think that was going to be a career choice at that time, but life happens as it does, as you know. And so I got more involved with the barbecue and fireplace industry. Well, being in '95, so that's been what 22 years now being in the industry. As this went on through, another company in town bought the company, changed the name. I was still part of that, but I knew that I really wanted to start my own company, my own barbecue and fireplace company. So I decided to go out on my own, and was mostly just doing service on grill cleanings. At one point, I was known as the grill doctor. Before I knew bigger and better things were on their way, and then created a store selling the barbecues and fireplaces. We used to have some barbecues galore in town, and they were the only company in town that had more experience in barbecues in Tucson than I did. So once they both went out of, they closed their doors, I was basically the resident expert when it came to barbecues. So it was kind of funny. Again, for parents out there, you never know what, lasting impressions your parents are going to have. My mom was a big Elvis fan. So I remember Saturdays and Sundays, the stereo cranked on up with the records and playing, Elvis with a bunch of other things. But it kind of stuck in my mind, and hence I became an Elvis fan. Well, my mom had her, I believe it was her 60th birthday. So my uncle wanted to do something fun for her. So he rented 3 Elvis suits, one for myself, one for my brother, and one for my uncle. My brother wore the red one, my uncle wore the white one, and I ended up wearing the black one. So we went up there, did some Elvis skits and performed, and it was just a great hit, had by family and close friends. Just was so recently, or right after that, there was a home show that was coming up. And I said, you know what? Let me re-rent that suit for the weekend, and let's see what happens. And just like that, it was just like ding, and everybody knows. They could relate. They were remembered, and I noticed a lot of our barbecue grill sales, fireplace sales, started going up because people started to remember me a little bit more of a brand versus just a store. So I've been doing that, like I said, for 22 years. And then I've been grilling for those same 22 years throughout my life, and of course, enjoying that part of my lifestyle. Anyways, I said, you know what? I really would like to do a seasoning that's got a little more salt, a little bit of heat, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. And I said, you know what? I'm going to find somebody that I can partner with to create a spice that I think stands out better than a lot of the other ones that I had out over there. Hence, Rummy Tender was created. And I did lots of tasting with different friends and families and things of that nature. And it was great for me to be able to work with somebody to create something that I felt was phenomenal. And that one has been probably one of our top sellers as far as our barbecue spice and rubs go. From then, we just started getting into some other ones. I said I wanted something a little bit more full, a little bit more spice, a little more southwestern flair. We came out with Hunk of Burnin' Rub. And again, that one, and it's some of these ones are designed to go on different types of things. But the Rummy Tender, the Hunk of Burnin' Rub, were designed to go on all different types of foods, even popcorn when it comes to the Hunk of Burnin' Rub. Just to kind of give you an idea, we came out with our Cajun, which was a King's Creole, our Rub Me Sweet, which is a pink seasoning, which was designed for fish and chicken, but I found out it is phenomenal on pork ribs. If you like sweet pork rib or anything pork, it is phenomenal on. We came out with Suspicious Spice, and that one has 7 different peppers from Mexico in it. They're not really hot peppers. It just gives you a little bit more flavor around it. And again, it is more of a salt-based type of seasoning. Phenomenal on all vegetables, and it's phenomenal on chicken as well, too. And then we have our Steakhouse Rock, which kind of ended our barbecue spices for now. There's more on the way.
The names are they're just awesome. I've got a grin on my face, and I can tell by some of the people hitting the smile and the laugh here on people watching. The names are phenomenal. I mean, it fits right in so much, and I love the persona of the king. And I've seen you a couple times live. I've seen you the first time at the Arizona Hot Sauce Expo, and it was like, oh, I gotta go talk to this guy. I did not know you yet, and you have such a fun persona about you, and it's people. You just draw people to you. Every time we look over, you have people at the booth getting pictures with you, checking out your stuff, looking at the names of your stuff, and besides looking at the names, they're trying them and they're buying them because they're delicious. Then when we went to New York, the New York Hot Sauce Expo, I just stood back and just kind of watched your booth, and people just love you, and it's. I was telling you this earlier. It's for lack of a better word, your whole persona is just lovable and it's fun, and you take it to such a way that makes people welcome to come up to meet you and try out your stuff. And I just got to hand it to you. You've came up with something that everybody just seems to draw towards you, and you could tell by the crowds that are around your booth.
Well, I appreciate that. That's very very humbling. Again, my biggest thing is I wasn't brought to this planet just to sell things, but create wonderful and memorable experiences to people. And so that's what I want to do. So thank you very much. So that kind of gives me an idea that I'm heading the right direction. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody, because I heard people talking about you. They go, oh, you got to go over and see Elvis. He's over there, the king of barbecue. This is awesome. And it leaves you speechless because I love what you do so much, and you've got such a great persona. You're such a great guy, and I couldn't wait to have you on the show tonight. And by how many people are on here making comments and everything, everybody couldn't wait to see you on here. So I'm looking on here. There's so many people on here: Matthew, Chris, Daniel, Joan, Chelsea, Daniel, Melissa. I mean, there's just so many people. Guillermo, Cassandra. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Ron, Denise, everybody's on here watching you tonight, and I know they're getting a kick out of it. Everybody give the Kings a thumbs up to let him know that you're watching and enjoying the show. There you go. I love it all the way. Now, what is some of the other names of some of your sauces and rubs that you have?
Well, before I go on to that real quick, I want to let everybody know real quick, Kendall and I decided we're going to give away 2 spice and barbecue sauce baskets, and hot sauce baskets. So it's full of 10 spices and seasonings and sauces. About $100 value for 2 lucky winners. At the end of the show, we'll pick you guys. So you have to comment on the live thread. If you comment on the live thread, you have an opportunity to win one of those 2 baskets. Yes,
absolutely, because after the show's over, we're going to draw some numbers, and we're going to count down to the number that is drawn, and whoever made the comment at that number of comments in a row will win this one of these prize packages. And this is amazing, $100 worth of prize package. Now, is that what we're looking at on the table right there?
Yeah, this is kind of showing the different ones right over here. So this was our Rub Me Tender, Rub Me Sweet, Hunk of Burnin' Rub, Suspicious Spice, King's Creole, Steakhouse Rock. And then to finish off the list, we have our barbecue sauce, which is all sauced up barbecue sauce. It's got a nice sweet flavor to it, not a hot sauce. It's a very sweet barbecue sauce. This with the Rub Me Sweet, phenomenal on ribs. I call them the King's ribs. But great. We talked about meeting up in Tempe up at the Arizona Hot Sauce Festival, and at that point, I didn't have the hot sauce angle of it yet. I was so welcomed by the hot sauce community. It was phenomenal. The barbecue industry and barbecue spice, they've got a good connection as well too. But there is something about the hot sauce community that is. It's more than brother and sisterhood and family.
Yeah.
It is just an intense group of people that are passionate about this, and it doesn't matter if you're just getting started into it, or like Vic, our friend, who's got all the sauces across the world and things of that nature, and it's everybody in between. They made me feel very, very welcome, and again, I want to thank you all for doing that as well too. So they said, you need to come out with a hot sauce. So being down in the Southwest, I started talking to some people and said, hey, let's work on like a habanero hot sauce or some other little things. So we ended up coming out with 3 hot sauces, 2 habanero hot sauce, and then our unique one, I'll unveil that one last, We have our hot sauce hotel. We have our hot, which is green, and then our hot sauce hotel spicy hot, which is our red. And then we came up with something a little bit more unique. It's our balsamic hot sauce. And our balsamic hot sauce is called Balsa Nova, and it is infused with scorpion and ghost peppers. But it's only about a tenth of the heat because it's majority of the balsamic. And this is true 20-year aged Modena balsamic from Italy, infused with these peppers as well as too. And to be honest with you, I deplete my stock more than any of the other seasonings because I'm using this Balsa Nova on everything. Tonight, like I mentioned, the tomahawk, I am actually using the balsamic hot sauce Balsa Nova with the Bravado Boys ghost pepper and blueberry with the hunk of burn and rub, and I had it marinated for about 24 hours in a bag. The bone stuck out of the bag, and I wrapped it up as best as possible because it was just way too big.
Yeah.
But that's what's on the smoker tonight. So, you know, and nice combinations with the different spices and sauces is what I've been using as well too.
Well, you talked about it's out on the grill smoking. Now, tell us about your the Arizona Grill and Hearth, because you've got a ton of different smokers and grills and supplies there right there in Tucson, correct?
Yes, we do. I'm happy to announce we actually had won an award recently. We had the newspaper do their Reader's Choice Award, and we were awarded Best Barbecue and Fireplace Store for 2017. So we've been very excited about that, and very happy that the community has voted for us in that category.
Absolutely, that's awesome. And now your sauces, where can people get these at?
Well, if you're not in Tucson, where you can get to our store,
right?
You can actually get them online. Behind you, you can kind of see, shop online, thekingofbarbecues.com, right over there. So that would be an option for where you can buy these products. Also on that website, we do sell all the grilling equipment as well too. You know, our store, Arizona Grill and Hearth, we just went through a name change on Friday, as a matter of fact. So our new name is going to be Arizona Barbecue and Fireplace, because a lot of people, we found out, don't know what a hearth is. But
okay,
that's neither here nor there.
So, what is the new name again?
Arizona Barbecue and Fireplace.
I like it.
So that'll be the new name moving forward.
Absolutely.
And then in our store, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I like it because I think that probably explains it more for what you sell there then.
Yep. And we sell those products on our online store as well too. We're more of a boutique type of store. We don't sell every single barbecue that's out there, every single fireplace, every single fire pit. We focus on the ones that we use, the ones we stand behind, the ones that stand behind us as a dealer. You can go to some barbecue sites, and they sell everything to everybody all over the place. Again, we're doing the ones that we've cooked on, we stand behind, and, you know, I have in my back and front yard.
Right. Well, that's why you're called the King of Barbecue.
We'll go with that, too.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I love how many different sauces and rubs do you have now?
So, well, just for us, we just have our 6 spice and rubs. We have the 3 hot sauces and the 1 barbecue sauce. There's more stuff that's going to be coming out as I'm developing some more. We're looking at doing a salsa, hopefully have it by the New York show, and that's going to be Viva la Salsa.
I love it. I mean, this could go on for days. That's what I love about it, because the persona is so huge. You can roll this into everything. It's perfect. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, so we have that, and then I have a couple on the down low spices and a hot barbecue sauce that we're working on as well too. So stay tuned for those.
That's totally awesome. I just like I said, it puts a smile on my face. I know it's doing it with other people when you hear about your your sauces and rubs. Rosses, that's both sauces and rubs together. But I tried.
New word.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I can't do that. doing too good. I wouldn't give it any justice. Your stuff is amazing, and you can tell because, well, not only have I tried them at the shows, but they fly off the shelves there. And, people come up to you, they see you, they try your stuff, they're buying it, and they're coming back for more because everybody seems to just talk about your stuff so much, and that's one of the reasons why we wanted to have you on tonight. So, you've kind of told us what's coming next with the salsa. Now, what shows are you going to be at later on?
So the kind of the staples that we're doing, I'm still trying to find out if the Tempe show is going to be happening again. I not sure what date Steve has had those set up at, but definitely the New York show that's in, I believe, that's April, I believe.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the other show that we just happened in Los Angeles, the other Hot Sauce Expo, and then the Fiery Food Show in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, nice.
Is, I guess, is the other one. And that's kind of funny. That's actually was the show that got me more involved with the hot sauce community. I was, I think it was like a Wednesday, and I go, you know what? There's a Fiery Food Show in Albuquerque. That's only 6 hours or 8 hours away. So I ended up just saying, you know what? I'm going to go to the weekend. I didn't have a hotel. I just found something when I went there. Went to the show dressed like this. I got tons and tons of pictures. I was getting more publicity, but I wasn't even selling anything. I was just showing up at the Hot Sauce Expo, finding out what is this all about? Why are there so many people come to this? Why do people come here year after year after year? And after being there, I said, this is an industry I want to be involved with because these people are happy, they're fun, and I tell you, I was actually introduced to a lot of people by a friend of mine named Daryl. He does the Arizona chili roasters, the actually machine that uses the propane or the natural gas to burn the chilies.
They were right next to you.
What's that?
They were right next to you in Arizona.
Yeah, exactly. They were right next to me in Arizona. So they were the ones that introduced me, and that's where I met Vic and Cajons and Bone Frog, Bravado Boys. And what was nice about them, I was talking to them about some different things, and they say, hey, you need to go talk to this person, or, better way to do that, here's another method to do these types of things. They were so willing to give advice, and embrace, you, and not like, oh, here's another competitor that's coming on in and it's going to steal my thunder and this, that, the other thing. And there's other, characters out there. We all, if you go to the shows, Tahiti Joe, he's another one. And
absolutely.
I love him because we're big Aloha guys. Aloha, Tahiti Joe, if you're out there.
Yes, absolutely. And you're absolutely right. That's what made us fall in love with the hot sauce community because it develop or it brings you in. It just encases you in all these great people, and I haven't found anybody that hasn't welcomed us in and showed us around and said, hey, you got to meet this guy, you got to meet this guy. And you're absolutely right. I've never seen a community of people like the chili heads out there, just like watching the show tonight, all these people joining in. It's such a great community of people that I've never seen any kind of organization like this before that has such a community of people. I mean, we even have Jessica Mills. She's watching from England right now. There's people from all over the world that's tuning in to watch what's going on. And I'm not saying it's because it's my show. It's because it's the chili heads out there, and they want to see what's going on because they support all of you. And you could talk to any of these people out there, and they don't buy just one hot sauce. They buy from almost everybody because everybody's out there putting out what they think is an extremely great hot sauce so that that people will enjoy it, and people out there just absolutely love what you guys are doing out there. And I want to thank all you guys because I just looked down here and I seen who was Tom from SoCal. He's on there. Great sauces, and there's so many great people that makes these awesome sauces. And you're absolutely right. They will put their hand out to help you along the way, and that is what's so wonderful. Look at Cajun. He will go down there and help you out with anything you want. There's no need to have to worry about asking him a question. he will be there to help you up. Vic, all of them, all the guys, just amazing. And I know you're the same way. Just absolutely wonderful people, and that's why Tasting the Heat, I think, is so successful, because everybody supports what we're doing, and it's not about Tasting the Heat. It's not about Kendall. It's about you guys and everybody who's watching the show, because that's the people who makes this entire machine run. And so I want to thank all of you guys out there, and Val, everybody who's watching, because you guys are what makes this community so great.
Yeah, you're totally correct. And, I apologize. I can't see all the names that are going up on the screen. So I want to say, again, thank you very much for tuning in on this one for this interview. But yeah, it is a community like none other that I've ever been a part of. And I am, again, very grateful to be part of this community as well, too. So thank you for putting on this show as well, Kendall, because that's what I think this little industry needed to keep us tied in together a little bit. So we're all helping each other out.
Absolutely. I got to say something here. Tom Guest just said, did Val already bust some moves? Well, he just joined in, so give him one. There you go, Tom. I love it. Yeah, he got to meet you at the New York show. Do that one again. That's the best. I wish I had some music going. That would have been the perfect thing.
No.
Awesome.
Wait, what kind of show is this again? Wait a second. What kind of show is this?
Where's the dancing girls? Come on. So what is next for the King? Now, you said you're going to have a salsa coming out. Give us a little bit more of what's going on.
Well, there's a lot of different things going on. I'm slowly gaining some traction with, my new brand identity. Some of the other things, I'm still involved with the barbecue aspect of it. I have one actually behind me. I've got some different awards from different barbecue competitions that I've been working on. One of the newest things that I want to start doing is probably going to happen at the end of, or when it cools down a little bit here in Tucson, probably mid to end of October. I did a couple pilot shows, but I'm doing Sunday Smokeout. And it's just something I do on a Sunday, and people can watch it on Facebook. I try to keep it 5 minutes or less on that one. But I'm using not just my seasonings on the food. I'm using other people. I think on one of them that I used the ghost pepper and blueberry on a potato creamer recipe that I had. And let me tell you, these potatoes were so addictive. Just a small little creamer potatoes, you're picking up and eating them like they were candy. And that's the other thing because I don't care for everything to be super overly hot, but
right.
More flavorful. One of the things I like to say is, experience life one bite at a time. And there's so many of these other spices and sauces out there that I can use them on different foods, whether it be the combinations with mine or even without mine, with a little olive oil or different spice. And I'm helping promote other brands of spices where you can actually see them being used on different types of foods.
Nice.
I know one of the companies I met up in New York, Caldo, they've got like a melon a spice as well too that I've been able to use on a couple other types of items. And just how can I utilize this in other foods and create something more vast. So that's something I'm putting together to help promote my spice and seasonings, as well as the smokers that I sell, as well as these other spice and hot sauce companies that are out there. And then I guess in my other little visions, I'm looking out there because I'm grilling all the time. If I find that proper company where I can be whether it be a Z-list celebrity griller, on his way up, to become a bigger one, or even kind of a spokesperson for a grill brand and things of that nature.
Right.
So I'm looking at a lot of those things, but kind of mostly all around revolved around the food aspect of it. I've achieved a lot with my other store, Arizona Grill and Hearth, and it's doing great. And we're looking at doing thekingofbarbecues.com, which is our e-commerce site. But like you said, I like to be out there in front of the community, interacting, getting the pictures, getting the hugs, people sharing. I was in California, as a matter of fact. I did a show in California, and a guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, do you have a store in Arizona?" I said, yeah. He says, you sell this brand of grill? I go, yes, I do, as a matter of fact. So he pulls up on his phone. I was doing a show in Gulf Shores, the Oyster Fest. The owner of the company that I sell had a picture of me, and this guy in California is his major distributor. And this was probably about a 9-month span. He pulls up a picture. He's like, that's you, right? I go, that's me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, two people, totally different states, but they shared a picture, and then I was able to meet with him, go see a factory tour. Now we have a new friendship and something that connected us together. Of course, he bought some spices and seasons as well.
Right, that's awesome. What was the name of this the grill company?
It's called Blaze. They're out of Louisiana. The company is out of Louisiana, and Pacific Coast Manufacturing is the distributor that's in California. But that's one of our top-line barbecue grills that we sell. Just kind of on a side note, if you're looking for something that's got the best warranty in the United States, that's one of the top ones right now.
Nice. Yeah, that's fantastic. And I was talking to you earlier. I did not realize all the different top end barbecues and the things to look at. Like you said, you were telling me, like making sure it holds a proper temperature. The warranty on it. Can you get service on? People don't know these things, so it's great to be talking to somebody that has such knowledge in the barbecue industry that you can learn things from. Because I would have bought something that I would have been not dissatisfied with. So thank you thank you very much.
I know you're going to say it eventually. Come on, I'll wait.
I didn't mean to. It just came out.
Trust me, I get it.
Well, I tell you what, Val, I thoroughly appreciated talking to you this evening, and the King of Barbecue is bigger than all of us, and you make it happen, and I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for being on the show. It's been such a pleasure, and you can tell by all the people on here. Everybody give him a thumbs up, give him a big hand for being on the show tonight. Oh, there you go. Get that dance going again. That was awesome, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. There we go. Thank you very much for being on the show. I will get back with you in a minute, and Val and I are gonna get together after the show goes off, and we're gonna be picking a couple numbers, and we're gonna count down how many messages there are, so that we can get them to gift packages out, and we will let the persons know that win them. So it's just been a great evening. I want to thank everybody, and if anybody out there wants to be a guest on the show, get a hold of me, and we will get you on the show, because this is what it's all about, sharing this wonderful community that we're in. And there are just so many great people out there. I thoroughly enjoyed your story. And remember, people, when you're out there, I want to thank you very much. Keep tasting the heat. Good night.